Hello everyone, happy Sunday. So I am here to work on my, well, I don't know what to call this. This is a classification folder, classification pressboard file folder, Santa's helper, Christmas themed thing. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have been, thanks for coming back and stopping by. So this has, once again, I'm just going to go through. This has an ID card for the head elf in charge of Santa's helpers. I did add a little bit of a collage on the back there. That's his ID card. Oh, and the frame, I added the frame. And on the inside here, we have a hinged elastic board that flips open to reveal slot pockets. And these are nice big slot pockets. This one, the middle and the top one, have tracing paper pockets in the back so things can't fall all the way down. This latches with this circle that has a Santa's wax seal with some gold foil in it, as well as a little metal charm that says believe. This page has three pockets, three big pockets with these pressboard file dividers. Then I also did, so this page I'm just going to leave as is, and this page I'm going to leave as is. I covered these with a combination of a magazine, a vintage magazine, as well as some vintage wrapping paper. And then I made a journal to go inside, and I put trim on the edges. Now this trim, oops, that just stuck me. Gotta close that. There we go. These trims are just Michael's Christmas trims. So I did a little collage on the cover. This paper is Blue Fern Studios Vintage Christmas, which I don't believe is is available any longer, but you might be able to find it on Etsy or eBay, you know, as overstock. And I cut a front and a back page, and then I sewed them with, again, just this cheap Michael's Christmas ribbon. I removed the wire from the edges, and it makes a really lovely spine. And then I used it again as a belly band here. This is that same magazine. And I have a lot of ledger paper. This is not vintage ledger paper. It is a real ledger paper that I ordered online. It's just from Staples, but I coffee dyed it, or I spritzed it anyway. This is a Christmas envelope. It smudged a little bit. This is just a piece of cardstock. I sewed it all together with a 5-hole stitch. Not really a pamphlet stitch. It's like the in-out stitch. This is that interesting specialty paper that you can get from Taperology. And it's very snowy. A little piece of Edith Holden there. Some Italian paper with some more of that snowy paper. This is some Stamperia paper that I just made into an inner insert folder, an inside folder. Lots of ledger. Here's the back side of those papers there. And the back side of the Edith Holden with the snow paper. I love that image. Oh, love that image. Here we have the 25th and more ledger. This is the other side of that Christmas envelope. You can see the flap there. And I just turned it into a tuck. This is a piece of Tim Holtz wallpaper. And I stuck some specialty paper in there, as well as a little believe. Oh, I didn't ink this. I gotta remember to ink this. This piece and this piece are from the Tim Holtz Christmas 2023 ephemera pack. And there we have Ideals magazine. That's the name of this magazine. Ideals magazine. I hinged the magazines with Tim Holtz fabric tape. And I hinged the Ideals also with some vintage Christmas fabric. There's a belly band at the end, and that is the journal. So the thing I want to do today is this. So I covered this page with some vintage wallpaper, and then I didn't know what to do. And I thought I wanted some kind of ephemera holder. And so what I did was I made a waterfall ephemera holder, and I used the tab binding to do it together. And then this is single-sided. So this is actually one of my favorite paper packs. And believe it or not, it's just a Michaels paper pack. And it's single-sided, and it's not super heavy duty, but it's just so retro. I love it. And I can't get any more. So, you know, we buy it to use it. So then I had some jelly roll fabric, and this is the one that I chose, and I think I just got this in a stack from Joann's, and I will show you exactly what I did to make this. I think it's going to be super fun, and when I glue it on, I'm going to glue it on as a pocket. So let's make another one. So let's see, I need my cutting thing. Cutting thing is buried over here. And I've selected these pieces of paper. This one's actually my favorite with the cute little reindeer. So these are 4 inches tall. So I need 4 pieces, 4 slices that are 4 inches tall. And it's somewhat directional, so there's an up. There's one. There's 2. And that little deer is so cute. And here is 3. Now, the way I originally thought about it, I'm going to kind of recreate my thought process on this. So what I did was I wanted, I think I want this one, but I'm not going to do it in the same order. I want this in a different order. Maybe like that. I'm not sure how I feel about the pink and the pink. I wonder if this would look better here. I have some of this. Oh, that is kind of fun. All right, I changed my mind. Or do I want this? Yeah, that's kind of fun too. Ugh. See what I mean? This paper is so good. It's so hard to figure out. I think I'll stick with that one. Use that for something else. So wait, let me just do a quick 4 inch. Ooh, sorry. Hope that didn't jiggle you. 4 inch slice of this. I am filming, aren't I? Oh, thank goodness. Had a moment. Okay, so this is the order I want to see them in. So that means that this one is going to be a 6 inch by 6 inch fold. This one is going to be an inch off of that. So if I put this here, each one of these squares is an inch. Then I can stagger that back an inch and fold it around. But wait, you say, now you can see white. I know, I figured this out. Okay, and let me stagger this one back an inch. But like you, I thought, oh, well, wait, you don't get to see that cute paper on the other side if you do it like that, Jessica. Well, then I thought, okay, well, I'll just cut it and turn it around. So let's do that. Let's cut this at 6, right? That's 6. And stack them like that. And let's cut this at 7 because it's 1 inch, or let's cut this at 5 so I don't have to open the extension because it's an inch off, right? Like that. And then we'll cut this one at 4. is 1 inch off of that. Okay. So now we have this. So this is cute. I get to see all my cute little happy prints. Where did I just... But when we open it, we're going to have like white. So the first thing we need to do is we need to ink and think. So here we go. We're going to ink the edges so it continues to add to the nice retro look. And while we're inking and thinking, we're thinking, wow, okay, so I need to figure out how to make this into a booklet. Well, obviously, I have to do some kind of hinging. And that's when I remembered, well, my first thought was I could just use some more of that, you know, fabric tape, and I can hinge right along the edge and then kind of do a sewing together. And then I remembered, you know, I've seen, oh my gosh, who haven't I seen? I've seen, let's see, I have seen Tracy Fox do this. I have seen Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. I have seen Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventure. Everybody has done these like tabbed bindings. It's like a woven tab binding, kind of like those Jacob's Ladder toys from when our kids were little. And I thought, okay, so that's when I grabbed that fabric, but I still have to deal with the problem of the white when you open it. So I remembered I had these. I have a whole bunch of snowflake stencils. So I figured out that this one kind of works the best. So I have my tumbled glass. Actually, I have to admit, I did the stenciling after I tabbed it last time, but I'm gonna remedy that. And I have my handy dandy. Is this the one I used? I don't think this is the one that I used. There we go. And I'm just gonna stencil some pretty little, I didn't use this one, I used this one. Some pretty little snowflakes onto the inside of these. Isn't that cute? And then if you want to soften it, you can go over it again. I like that look of the softening. Okay, here's another one. We're going to do a different part of the stencil for this one. And I'm just going to go through and stencil the insides of all of these, and then I will show you. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen this tab binding thing before. I watched the 49 Dragonflies version of it to remember how to do it, but there are a lot of people have been doing this kind of tabbed binding, and it's actually takes a minute to wrap your brain around it, or it did me. But once you kind of get into the flow of it, it goes quite quickly and it comes out really cute, and it does open quite flat and nicely. I think I smooched. Let's see if I can find the center of this one again. I think I goofed on that one. There we go. There. Voila. And I'm just going to soften the edges of this one. And here we go on this one. Do these. So how are you all? I hope everyone has had a nice long weekend. Is it a long weekend in other places out of the United States? Like, I know the UK celebrates what we call Veterans Day. You may call it Armistice Day or Remembrance Day, I think. So do you have this long weekend? I guess you call it a bank holiday. Are there other places in Europe that have today off? Or have Friday off, I guess. I'll tell you, it was a much needed break for me. I was feeling quite burnt out. We had grades due this week for our first term, and that is always an exhausting time of year because you have students who are panicked that they haven't done what they were supposed to do, and they're all looking for ways to make up work and bring up their grades, and it's very stressful. I wonder what it's like in other parts of the world. We seem to have really slid in terms of holding the line when it comes to making up work. I wonder if that's just a local thing. Like, is that just us, or have other places seen that kind of backsliding as well? I mean, it was like that before the pandemic, but it seems to have gotten a lot worse, where deadlines just don't seem to matter anymore. I think my school did a bit better job this term. The kids got lots of reminders over the announcements every day. But there's still a lot of wiggle room. In fact, I already uploaded my grades, and I got some late work in the middle of the night last night. Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm not doing that. Okay. So now let us, let's do this. Okay, so I wanted it, let's make sure I have it in the right order here. Yep, looks like I do have it in the right order. Okay, whoops, but it's not the right way round. That's got to go that way round. And that's not directional. That's the upside. That's right. Okay, so there we go. I have to blow my nose, you guys. I'm really, really sorry. But, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so there are two things that I have to do. I have to put the tabs on, and I have to make, the hinge tabs, but then I have to make these tabs. So let me do the hinges first, I think. And then I'll show you, I don't have a tab, the round tab, the whale's tail tab punch, but I have an alternative. And it's not the expensive Danish one, because, as fabulous as that looks, it will cost me, I think, as much, if not more, to ship it than it will to pay for the thing outright. So I'm just not doing this. I think it's a Vasen, Vaessen makes one, and it's not yet available on Amazon in this country. So you can order it directly from Europe, but it's just, postage is stupid expensive right now, as it has been for a while. Okay, so I'm going to do, so I've cut these. So what I did with this jelly roll was I have pinking shears, and I started off with 1 inch wide strips and realized that was too thick. So I'm just been kind of eyeballing about 1/2 inch. It really doesn't matter how big they are, as long as there is room on the piece of paper for all of your tabs. So what I mean is, so first I'm going to put my 3 on the back here. I'm going to do alternating strips of 3 and 2 because it's not very tall. And I want them to go in about the same amount. Can you see that okay? And then I need to make sure that there's room in the spaces for the next one, which is going to be 2. I kind of want them to line up like that. So let me do, and I have a Pritt stick here. And so what I just did was I'm gluing it with the Pritt stick, and it seems to have worked just fine. So, yikes. I guess I didn't need to do that one. That's okay, because this is going to be glued down. So bottom, middle, top. So this is gonna set the pattern for the rest of the journal. I want them to be straight. There we go. Okay, so that goes like that. My next piece is this one. And this one needs to have twosies. So it's gonna have one here, and it's going to have another one. Going to make these like washi, turning these into kind of like washi fabric. And this one goes here. There we go. So now I have 3 on this one, 2 on this one, and I want to take the bottom ones here, and I'm going to glue these, and then these bottom ones get folded onto this page. Like that. And then I take my next piece, and my next piece is going to go here, and it's going to get 3. So here's 1, straight, 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 1, 2, and 1 more, 3, and that lines up there. But the ones, this is a little wonky. I like it to be straight. It looks best if it's straight. Okay, so then, but the ones from the bottom one are what get folded over here. So I'm going to put glue on the twosies from the previous page, and the twosies are what get folded over to hold this one together. 1, 2. Okay, so my next page is this one, and it's going to get twosies. 1, and it's going to go in between there, and I'm going to have to cut some more strips, I think. And here, I didn't count. There we go. This one's not straight. There we go. And now these, the threesies, get folded over. 1, 2, 3. Flip, flip, flip. Like so. And this is my next piece. And this is going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm almost there. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, this is it. Ha, did it. Okay, 1, 2. We're almost there, you guys. 2, 3, and then, so that's all the strips, because the twosies get glued down to this one, like this, twosie, and then the last piece is my cover, and I'm not going to attach, oops, I did it again. I'm not going to attach any new ones to this one. I'm just going to glue this 3Z down, put glue on this 3Z, and then fold it over, and we have our little tabbed booklet. There we go. 1, 2, 3. How fun is that? So cute. Yay. Okay. So you want to see how it opens? It goes flip, 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 flip. Totally fun. Okay. So I need tabs. And for tabs, I am using another piece of paper from this paper pack. Let me just get the stickies off my fingers. I need a wet wipe. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. Okay, so I have a 2-inch punch. Oops, that's not my 2-inch punch. That's not my 2-inch punch. Hold on. There's my 2. Oops, it tumbled. Tumbled into a spot it shouldn't be. Okay, 2-inch punch, and I need 6. Just cut this down. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, 5. 5, right? 5, I think. Because the last page is going to be glued to the bottom, so it doesn't actually get a tab. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now the way I do these is I fold them in half. And then I have a 1-inch punch. And this is a Fisker's punch. And this one I like particularly well because it has a center circle in the bottom there. And I use that as a marker. So I have the curve facing away from me and the line facing towards me. So I can put that line down the center, and I put the point in the center of that circle. And I cut. And I do the same thing on this side. And I get a faux whale tail punch. So let me do that with all of these. On the other one, I did 3. I kind of tried to alter the lines to either be this way or the other way. So I'll do 3 that way. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. And because I have this, why isn't this? Because I have this marker on the punch, I get a fairly consistent size. So now I'm going to have the fold be the other direction. So when I fold it in half, instead of the lines going side to side, they're perpendicular to that. So I'll just do my little snips. And another perpendicular one. Snip. So, like that. Okay, so then I should ink these. I inked these last time with Vintage Photo. I'm just using Vintage Photo. Both sides. Isn't this a fun paper? Every time I go to Michael's in the past couple of years at Christmas time, and you know, they always bring out really several different kinds of Christmas packs, and some of them are pink and blue, and some of them are red and green, and some of them are retro, but they've never come out with one exactly like this that's as good as this one. And it's frustrating because I would stock up on these if they ever brought it back. Because that print is so cute. That little reindeer. Oh. And there are a bunch of other cute ones in there too. And they're all kind of retro and cute. Okay. So now I'm going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to glue both sides of this. And then I'm going to start at the top here, and I line up these two corners with the edge of the paper. And I just really like the way that looks. Okay. So how simple is this? This is a really nice little addition to, as an ephemera holder. Oh, I have to put the little pockets on. So this goes on this one like this. And then this one goes like this. And then you can either go back up like, but I just started back at the top here. Oops, that didn't quite line up well. There we go. Just enough give to work. Okay, I can hear my dogs. My dogs we have like sleigh bells on the back door that the dogs ring when they want to go out, and they have been in and out and in and out and in and out all morning. I think they found a nest of chipmunks or something that they'd really like to catch, but I am not letting them out again. Oh my goodness, I think I have to sneeze. I'm really sorry. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry. There we go. And then that one, back one, doesn't need a tab because it is not going to get glued down to the page. Okay, so here I have my, it should fit one of these. Yep, I have my snowy paper from Taperology, and I'm just going to glue down, and it's going to be the pocket for the ephemera. Like so, and you can still kind of see, you know, it doesn't completely occlude the pattern on the back, and it looks very kind of snowy, which I really like. Okay, so that was my last piece left over from yesterday, and it comes in a pack of quite a few pieces, so it's quite lovely. So let me start at the front here. And you absolutely could, oops, I've got two. You absolutely could, what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. Sorry, my nose was dripping and I was trying to discreetly deal with it. I apologize. You could use vellum, or you could use tracing paper for these. You could use another piece of cardstock if that's what you prefer. I tried using, I put up a piece of cardstock to see what it would look like, and I wasn't thrilled with it because there was too much going on. So this also serves to kind of tone down all of that pattern that's happening. You could definitely use like Tim Holtz double-sided or a different brand of double-sided Christmas paper or whatever paper. That would work, and then you would have to do the stenciling. I like how the stenciling came out. Okay, so that's that. I need one here. Well, that's kind of a perfect width for that one. And I'm just eyeball tearing it. Like I am not being super precise. I like the look of the torn edge on this because it's kind of fluffy and textured, and it just makes it reminds me that much more of layers of snow. In fact, I think I'm going to do that side. No. Doesn't matter. I'll do that one. Okay. So we got a load of wood the other day, and my husband stacked it all in the woodshed, and I went to use it today, and I have been fighting with the fire all day long because even though they said it was seasoned hardwood, I don't know. You know, they say it's not seasoned unless it's cut and seasoned, but it looked cut and seasoned. It didn't look fresh on the inside, but it's steaming a lot. It's very frustrating. Okay, that one's done. I think I want it to go the whole length. So I think I have to cut one from here. So I'll go this, like this. And, you know, I have some other texture. I have Snowfall grit paste and texture paste. I thought of doing that on the back, but then I thought it might wind up being too dimensional, and I like how flat this lies. Save that piece for something else. Yep, I do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find something else to use that. I got the sparkle texture, distressed texture paste, and the from Ranger and Tim Holtz, and I got the snowflake grit paste, and I really want to use them, but I haven't found the right thing yet. Okay, so that goes there. Last pocket goes on this side. Oh, here we go. This is the right one here. Okay, just do this in half. Like this. And a little bit off the edge. Like that. Perfect. And I just found some interesting like labels and tabs and things, vintage Christmassy cards on eBay, not eBay, Etsy this morning, and I have downloaded them, but I have to fight with my printer. my printer didn't want to print them out properly, so I don't have those ready yet. Do that edge. Okay, here we go. Okie dokie. Now the thing about this snow stuff, because it's very light paper, you kind of have to, when you let it dry, you have to kind of stand it up and let it dry like this, because you see it already was starting to stick. But I can do a quick flip through. It's gonna go like that. And then I can put little ephemera things in there, but I need to let it dry like this so that they dry without sticking to each other. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think they came out super cute. I will glue them in and so you can see how they look in the book the next time. And then we just have that one back page to do. And I have no idea what I want to do for that. Like I had a major like brain block to get this one done. I have no idea what I should do for that last page. If you have an idea, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think the back page of this should be. So thank you so much for joining, for sticking around, for watching. If you could, please click like, hit the subscribe button, and leave me a comment. I always enjoy that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.